Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is All Aboot Candles. I'm bringing you a Halloween candle review every day until Halloween. And so let's just dive into today's selection. This is Witch's Cauldron by Goose. I think that this was sort of a fun, sort of campy, cartoonish Halloween collection. We had a black lid on there, and we had a really nice sort of deep wax color. I don't know if that is blue or purple wax because of my color blindness, but either way, I really liked it. This candle looked really cool when it was burning. I really liked this Halloween collection from Goose Creek, although I do feel like 3 of the candles from this collection were quite mismarketed. Witch's Cauldron, Graveyard Ghosts, and Black Cat were actually like really cool, sort of dark, spooky candles, but they also got the same sort of like campy, cartoonish packaging as like Candy Corn and Trick or Treat and Black Candy Apple. I would have liked to see a bit more of a legitimate spooky packaging from these candles, but either way, they looked great when they were burning and they performed really well, and I enjoyed the fragrances. The scent notes on Witch's Cauldron is Witch's Brew, Dark Fog, Patchouli, Woods, and Soft Anise. Yeah, and this is a really nice, deep, dark, spooky, mid-range candle. I'd say that the patchouli is the first and foremost scent note that you get from this. And it's quite pungent. It is quite a pungent patchouli, but in a way that I like. If you are not a fan of patchouli, I definitely wouldn't recommend this. This is very patchouli forward. And there's also something really quite woodsy about it in the base. It's quite musky as well. It's actually really nicely balanced. And there also is a little bit of a licoricey sweetness sort of lurking underneath all of this. I'm assuming that that's from the anise. Yeah, and I really, really like it. It is, it's nicely balanced, although it's not super complex. It's basically patchouli, woodsiness, muskiness, and that little, you do pick up just a touch on that anise note as well, which I think does kind of separate it a bit more from a lot of the other candles I've been burning this season that were very similar to this one. Yeah, I really actually liked this, and this candle performed really well too. Look at how clean that wax is. You do see there is a tiny bit of blackness around the edges towards the bottom there. Goose Creek candles always get a little bit sooty in my experience if you're trying to burn them all the way down to the very end. I usually find that I have to call it a day at about this point, and if I really want to, I'll crock the rest of it or lamp the rest of it. But this one got down all the way until all of the wax had liquefied, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad as far as soot goes, and the performance was really good too. I'd say that the strength and throw on this was a very solid 7.5. That's in my more open area. When it was in the bedroom, I'd say it was about an 8. I didn't love this candle in the bedroom, not because it was too strong. It just wasn't like a bedroomy vibe for me, you know, like the sort of like dark patchouliness of it all. I mostly kept it in my open concept because I like this one a lot. This would be a repurchase for me. This would be a recommendation for you. We're gonna have to wait until Halloween next year when it comes out again. I'm fairly new to burning Goose Creek, but from what I've heard, this is kind of a standard that comes out pretty much every year. So yeah, it's totally gonna be a repurchase for me. I really do like Halloween candles that have that dark and spooky vibe to it without teetering into like gross out territory. And I thought Goose Creek did a really good job with Witch's Cauldron, Graveyard Ghosts, and Black Cat. Those are my favorites for sure. Thank you so much for joining me today, folks. I really appreciate it. You can follow me on Instagram at allabootcandles and email me your burning questions at allabootcandles@gmail.com. The next episode of Burning Questions is going to be coming out next Wednesday. And if you could hit me up with a like, comment, subscription, that would really mean the world to me. Until next time, my dear, gorgeous, and beautiful candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, guys. Bye now.